fast forward 5 years. What does AI mean for elder care? Will we see robots replacing carers?
Hmm. I kind of see that in a way, but I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if it's 5 years. I don't know if it's 5 years
Mm-hmm.
because I literally just you saying it, I saw it
Mm-hmm.
yesterday in my eyes because I was looking at Padocare. At what
Mm-hmm.
point will Padocare be useless? Because
Mm-hmm.
maybe robots are now taking that. So
Mm-hmm.
literally, I was envisioning this, and it's it's inevitable. It's the same way. It's the same way. Computer came and replaced typewriter. I
Mm-hmm.
think there will be a time where robots, right about now, there are AI companions that can have
Mm-hmm.
conversation 247 with elderly people. Right
Mm-hmm.
now,
Mm-hmm.
I've been approached with that technology to add it to Padocare. Right about
Mm-hmm.
now, there are a lot of other things with the
Mm-hmm.
gigafactory that is coming from Nvidia to build something for open AI, and
Mm-hmm.
the humanoids coming up. I think
Mm-hmm.
it is the future
Mm-hmm.
that that we is the future. I don't know how soon it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
However, I believe that there will be other opportunities for we to now do other things that are more engaging than doing manual tasks.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So you're keeping very close watch on the industry and what's evolving. That's excellent.
Ab-
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm sure you know that. That's why you asked because you can.
So you are the expert here. I want to listen from you, Okare. Right?
Well,
Excellent. Let's move on. So, what is the one thing AI should never replace, in your opinion?
I think we should never replace the human interaction. We should
Mm-hmm.
never replace, like, the reason why I didn't quite like the fact that talking to AI is not the same as talking to Dr. Baskar. That
Mm-hmm.
human personalized interaction should
Mm-hmm.
always be there.
Mm-hmm.
Technology should make manual tasks, things that are error prone, like dispensing drug usage. Those are
Mm-hmm.
the things that robots and everything. But the companion, like for
Mm-hmm.
instance, if you have a conversation with a patient as a doctor, the doctor
Mm-hmm.
you like is the one that have an interaction with you, not the one that is robotic and they say, "How are you? What's the
Mm-hmm.
symptom? Are you okay? This
Mm-hmm.
thing, what happened?" Robotic way does not make you
Mm-hmm.
connect. We are
Mm-hmm.
humans, and the
Yeah.
first thing about human is the sense of interaction, the need to communicate, the need to feel like human. So
Mm-hmm.
when I say that, I see a future where robots would, take take the place of manual tasks. I believe that the role of carers and nurses would never go because that human interaction is still there. Because even
Mm-hmm.
with that, so I think it is human centered AI that I feel
Mm-hmm.
like will work in the future. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Well said. Right. Okay. So you are a young founder listening today, faced rejection after rejections. What's your one piece of advice?
My one piece of advice is, I won't say it's one,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it's two,
Hmm.
based on my experience because I've lived it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll say two.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing is understand, is it something that you're supposed to solve? Is it a
Mm-hmm.
mission that you're supposed to solve? And is there a
Mm-hmm.
market for it? That's the first
Mm-hmm.
thing. Because
Mm-hmm.
there are several times you can be having rejection. Trying to build another typewriter in this world would not
Mm.
work.
Yeah.
Right. So you
Mm-hmm.
should also know that, is this a vision? Is it in line with where the future or the world is going? That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay.
second thing is to
Mm-hmm.
network. Find
Mm-hmm.
yourself people who have done it. Find yourself people who have walked the path. Like they say,
Mm-hmm.
it is not a myth that your network is your net worth,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm.
without me networking, I network like tomorrow there was no tomorrow. I met you
Okay.
at a networking event, wasn't it?
That's right.
All
Yeah. Yeah.
all in Newcastle to Sheffield, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. I was everywhere. From Sheffield to
Mm-hmm.
London to Middlesbrough to Teesside to Newcastle, Sunderland. I was everywhere networking.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Mm-hmm.
I did was I found out who are the ones who have substance, because it's not
Mm-hmm.
everyone that has substance. Everybody will talk, but they don't have the will and the power to make
Mm-hmm.
that influence, or the influence to make that change. But
Mm-hmm.
nobody should be discarded, because
Yeah,
it's all a conversation.
yeah, yeah.
So
Because you will
just
never know, isn't it? So
you never
until
know.
until
Exactly.
you know what. Yeah.
Exactly. But before, back in the days, when I go for networking events, people would be looking
Mm-hmm.
at me, who is this? Who is this guy? Who is this black guy in the room? Right now, because some of them know my influence now, they now,
Mm-hmm.
there are several times that people will just ignore me when I'm having a conversation, and
Mm-hmm.
I just take it that, it's their loss.
Mm-hmm.
It's their loss. So
Yeah.
when you know your value, that's the first thing that I said. Know your
Mm-hmm.
value, know your mission, know if this vision is worth it. If it's worth it,
Mm-hmm.
keep going. But if
Yeah.
it's not worth it, there's no need flogging a dead horse. A dead horse is a dead horse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. So you traveled to a place where you are right now. What advice would you give to a 18-year-old self?
What advice would I give to my 18-year-old self?
Yeah.
Ah, oh my goodness. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Okay.
yourself. Live
Yeah.
your best life, because
Yeah.
the challenges ahead are coming. So I think, yeah, I was just playing. So what advice would I give to my 18-year-old self?
Mhm.
I think the same advice I gave to my 18-year-old self. It
Mhm.
was the same advice I gave to my 18-year-old self. If I came back to this world again, I'll relive it the way I lived it, because
Mhm.
it is without regrets. Every
Mhm.
lessons, everything has taught me different things. So the advice is find mentors and
Mhm.
learn. Find
Mhm. Mhm.
mentors and learn,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
mentorship is getting the experience without the pain of it.
Mhm. Okay. So when did you realize that importance or a mistake, and what age did you get actually a mentor? Obviously, one can have mentors for various spheres of your life. So how did you go about finding mentors?
So the first thing I did is I looked at where I was. So okay, let me give
Mhm.
you a backstory.
Mhm.
So I grew up in the University of Ibadan in an academic environment
Mhm.
where there were different. That was where I saw class and hierarchy.
Mhm.
Growing up. But my
Mhm.
parents were not professors. My
Mhm.
parents were not the ones in the high class. They were not the
Mhm.
VCs. They were not the academic ones. We were
Mhm.
living in the junior staff quarters.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
but we
Mhm.
interacted in the community. Everybody
Mhm.
interacted. So
Mhm.
I realized that my parents, great people,
Mhm.
great values that they taught me. I realized that for me to 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 achieve my highest potential, I
Mhm.
needed to find people
Mhm.
who were not doing the same thing my parents were doing. So
Mhm.
I realized that there was a different knowledge that some people
Mhm.
had that
Mhm.
my parents didn't have. And that
Mhm.
was when I got introduced to, my godfather. So I picked my mentors. Oh, I had
Mhm.
aunts. So, like,
Mhm.
my godfather was someone that was known, feared, respected, and
Mhm.
so many people, professors, want to be his friend, but people will be wondering,
Mhm.
how is this young 10-year-old boy so
Mhm.
close to this man, to prof?
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Mhm.
people will be wondering, like, and we'll be having conversation.
Mhm.
We're not talking about just
Mhm.
there. We're talking about conversation about life. It's shaping my worldview. If I come late to come and see him, he will reprimand me. He will tell me that, no, I told you to come at this time, or you said you were going to come at this time, you came late. He taught me the power of timing, showing up on time. So that was when I looked at it. So at every point in my life, the more I
Mhm.
know, the more I realize that, oh, I've outgrown this knowledge. I need another
Mhm.
mentor. That's why most
Mhm.
times most people don't see me for long.
Mhm.
So if we have had several times and I see that you're not giving to me, we're not sharpening each other the way
Mhm.
we should, I will look for another mentor, or I will
Mhm.
look for someone who might be able to help me to be able to get to the next level, and then we'll keep growing and growing and growing, because there's for every stage you need a mentor. For your first
Mhm.
stage to reach your first 1 million, you need a particular mentor. What you
Yeah.
need, the knowledge to get to your first million is different from the knowledge to get to your 10 million. The knowledge
Mhm.
needed to go from 10 million to 100 million is different. So you need
Mhm.
people to guide you. You need people to
Mhm.
guide you along the step. So I have mentor for different areas of my life, for emotional, for financial, for different part of my life. So I have
Mhm.
people that I still speak to till today.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Right. Okay. Can you finish this sentence? Success in startup is
It's achievable when you pay the price.
right. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Very good, man. Right. If Padocare succeeds in its mission,
It's
what
not if,
does
when.
it's not when.
It's not if, it is when. Say when Padocare.
When.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'll correct that.
Yes, yes.
Right. So when Padocare succeeds in its mission,
Good.
what does success look like to you in one sentence?
Saving life and giving um our elderly ones who have paid the price their
Mm-hmm.
dignity before they
Mm-hmm.
leave this world.
That's wonderful. And how would families feel if Padocare was everywhere?
Mm. That's the feeling. Like I've got two daughters, two girls,
Mm-hmm.
and when they see the logo of Padocare, they just say Padocare, Padocare. When they see the logo of Padocare somewhere or something I'm doing, they see everything I'm doing. I bring them into my space so that they see what daddy is doing, so that they can replicate it in their life.
Mm-hmm.
My goal for them is to make sure that they I teach them everything I wish I learned under my
Mm-hmm.
parents. So I
Mm-hmm.
want them to find me as their mentor first, not
Mm-hmm.
looking outside for mentors. So
Mm-hmm.
I show them everything. So they know
Mm-hmm.
Padocare's logo. So when they see Padocare's logo, they say, "Oh, Padocare." So I
Mm-hmm.
am sure.
Yeah.
So my how I want them to feel is it is
Mm-hmm.
achievable, and
Mm-hmm.
regardless of color, regardless of
Mm-hmm.
race, regardless of any social background, I tell them about that they're living a good life right now, but I tell
Mm-hmm.
them about my humble beginnings. I tell
Mm-hmm.
them about how I didn't have all what they have. I tell them
Mm-hmm.
till today. So I just tell them so they can be humble to know that,
Mm-hmm.
even when you get there, always
Mm-hmm.
remain humble.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Excellent, man. Excellent. So you're a great father and setting the right example so that they don't need to look outside.
Mm.
That's wonderful. Right. Okay. So how did you? What is the story behind naming your venture as Padocare?
Hmm. It was actually very simple. So it was pre-COVID. Like I told you, like I've had this idea since just before even
Mm,
coming here. So
mm,
before COVID, I
mhm,
was so Obi had ended. I went to
mhm,
corporate and went
mhm,
to gain, like, because it was a big blow when Obi ended. I put like 2 years of my life after university, or during
mhm,
before I graduated and then after university, into Obi. And then
mhm,
Obi had, grown global. We had won slush competition. We had gone. We're already in about 36 countries,
mhm,
but we're not making money yet. We had not put the advertising and every other thing into it. It was just a social network.
mhm,
So when I went and came back, I
mhm.
was like, I'm actually trying to remember what I was. So I was trying to be. I want. Sorry, remind me of the question again. I've lost my thoughts.
Oh, fine. Yeah. The the coining Padocare. to represent
Okay,
your ventures.
good, good.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So after I went to corporate and came back, and then
Mm,
when I came back, I was like, okay, I needed to get back into startup after Obi
mm,
failed. So when
mhm,
or when I wanted to do that, I was like, what problem would I solve? And it was very clear that I wasn't going to do any fad, anything that was nice, but I was
mhm.
going to
Okay.
solve a problem. Like social network to me was like nice to have, but it wasn't a problem that
Mhm.
needed solving. And in Nigeria at that time, there was like challenges with the healthcare sector. So Padocare is just a coin for patient doctor Padocare.
All right. Wow. Okay. Very good.
Yes,
Very good. Excellent.
yes,
Excellent.
yes,
Right. Okay. So obviously, so Okare is an ambitious person. Obviously, not just ambitious, but he is following it up with strong work ethic, consistency, integrity, excellence, with courage. So, what headline would you love to see about Padocare in 2030?
Mhm. What airlines? Uh, someone was asking me recently, and I was like, you know what? I don't mind sticking the backstage and having someone else run it. I would like to even go into the shadows, and then Paducare becomes so big, and then you
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
uh, what airlines in 2030? Padocare has acquired majority of the stakes of all the care homes and the care and the care providers. We have already had joint ventures with. We just had a venture with the biggest care providers. We just became one of the NHL's biggest provider, and we have been
Hmm.
able to save the maybe we've also had the highest record of lives saved on Padocare.
Excellent. Excellent, man. So, it's great achievements already. So,
Yeah.
keep it going. Right. So, I was doing some research on the university where you graduated from. Tell me a little bit more about your university days.
Yeah. University days was cool. When I
Yeah.
came in,
Yeah.
just like I said, like it was
Yeah.
always I've always been ambitious. When I came in, I was like, you know what? I just told
Mhm.
my wife we needed to get a car, and she was like, "Are you
Mhm.
sure we need to get a car?" I was like, "Yes, we
Mhm.
need to get a car." So like a month in, I got a car. So I
Mhm.
was I was driving to school, and
Yeah.
my school days, I graduated with a distinction. So I
Mhm.
was
Very good.
very, yeah, thank you very
Mhm.
much. Like I said, I put
Mhm.
excellence in everything. Even though I was studying, I was trying to build a business, I was trying to do everything. I was
Mhm.
still putting my excellence into it. So university day was really good. I had a very good relationship with the lecturers. I was always answering questions.
Front bench?
Yeah, it wasn't really front bench. It was closer. It
Okay.
was no. I don't like sitting at the front. Like, but
Yeah.
like a little bit past the middle. So
Okay.
not the middle to the back, because when
Right.
I'm at the back, I get distracted, and
Right. Yeah.
So, but
Mhm.
like maybe just not front bench, and
Okay.
yeah. So, and we have got good relationship with the lecturers, and also
Mhm.
the good thing about it is Padocare's got good support from the university too.
Mhm.
Yes, the university has Sunderland University has the Sunderland Startup Incubator that incubates businesses. So while I was a student, I think
Mhm.
for my visa status, I don't know whatever it was, I
Mhm.
didn't get in. So when I
Mhm.
graduated and I'd already gotten my global talent visa, I came in
Mhm.
as an alma mater, as a postgraduate in the program,
Mhm.
and they've
Mhm.
been supporting me. They gave me the exclusive rights or exclusive tickets to the Entrepreneurs Forum Award, which
Mhm.
gave me other vision to think bigger. To get into the
Mhm.
Entrepreneurs Forum, you need 250,000 turnover, and then
Mhm.
that made me start thinking about, okay, where does Padocare need to be? Okay, 250 turnover. Oh, immediately I got into the ISS Airview, and oh,
Mhm.
1 million turnover. So Padocare needs to do 1 million turnover. So that's how. So I just learned, pick things, and
Mhm.
then
Mhm.
yeah. So the university has been very helpful, super super helpful. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Now, do you have any questions for me?
Oh, I do have questions for you.
Right, go
Definitely.
on, go on.
My question is, how have you been and how is your business so far for now?
Yeah, business is going great. Obviously, so again, transitioning from being a surgeon to a IT space and a business, that was a big transition. Again, I didn't have anyone in my family as a business persons earlier. So again, there's a lot of learning, and I approach it with the same way as you are approaching life. So one step at a time.
Mm.
So keep learning, keep growing, and uh, and then kind of finding the right resources and mentors along the way is very important. So that lead a life of no regrets.
Yeah, that's it. No regrets.
Yeah,
I love that. I
yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Have you considered working with the council? I think that would be a very, very good thing.
hmm I think we at Digiryte, so far we have grown our business predominantly working with private sector clients.
Private sector.
So, because as a startup, and I think the decision making process dealing with private sector clients is,
It's faster.
or at least for our strategy, it worked really well.
Mm,
So now we are a bit more stable, and now we are seriously considering
probably.
entering into the public sector spaces as we speak. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. To be honest, that's actually the best strategy. That's what has also worked for Padocare as well. So the
Mm-hmm.
goal, the reason why I'm doing the whole ISO cyber essentials and everything is because of my goal of getting into the public sector, getting into
Mm-hmm.
the NHS, getting into all
Mm-hmm.
this. So the goal is to get the private sector, get
Mm-hmm.
testimonials, get case
Mm-hmm.
studies, package it together, and
Yeah.
sell a package. So
Yeah.
I think the best thing for you will probably be when you're approaching the public sector or whatever, you wouldn't sell it to them the way you're selling it to the private. Sell it as a package or a
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
license, and then
Mm-hmm.
with that you can make much more. So
Mm-hmm.
that would
Okay.
be, yeah.
I'll take a good piece of advice, Okare. Thank you. You
Thank you
saved
very
my
much.
consulting fee of a few thousands now.
It's a
Very good,
pleasure.
very good. Excellent, excellent, man. So it was nice talking to you. Thanks for your time. So we would get back to you once our production team goes through it and then clips are ready. You can have a look at it. And then if you're okay with it, then we'll share in our Digitech related channels. Then I'm sure you can share.
And
You've got
social.
such a huge social outreach. You're very, very charming and entertaining uh,
Thank you.
person. So yeah, right. Okay,
Thank
excellent.
you.
Good, excellent, Okare. So have a great day. So we'll be in touch again. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Baskar, for having me. It's such a pleasure. You've asked like deep conversation that no one have ever asked me. I actually had to dig deep to find some of the answers. Thank you so much. It's been a
Pleasure,
great
man. Pleasure.
conversation.
Okay,
Cheers.
great. See
Bye.
you. Bye. Bye.